It's very different.
I'm married to a Filipino.
Visit my wife's family. As long as you don't disturb the wrong people.
Would be shocked with the level of poverty.
Would you say the Philippines are underrated or overrated? Hi, what's your name?
I'm Kevin,
Where are you from?
from the United States.
How long have you been here in the Philippines?
Since 2016.
Wow, 2016, long time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and what are your thoughts on the Philippines? What are your favorite things about it?
Well, there's no winter, and if you have U.S. dollars, it's a economical place to live.
Yeah,
People are extremely friendly.
definitely.
That's enough.
Of course. Any downsides? Something that could be better or improved maybe?
Yeah, but let's not focus on that.
Yeah, of course. We come here to have a good time, right? To leave all the negativity behind. What about your relationship status? Are you married? Are you single? Are you meeting Filipinas? Everybody comes here for the woman.
I'm not single.
Okay.
Not single.
Not single. Got it. Have you ever dated any Filipinos before?
Oh,
What are the biggest differences between Filipinos and Western women? Yeah, right? Think about it.
You're talking to the wrong dude.
He's the guy to talk to about that after. Okay.
Very difficult to explain that
All right.
in a few words.
In a few words. What about living? Do you live in a condo, in a house? Okay. In Cebu City?
Yes.
Okay, I got it. A lot of people trying to buy condos or apartments here. Would you recommend investing in a property here?
No.
No? It's too much hassle maybe? It's easier.
There's too many condos. The price
Yeah.
is not going to be stable. So.
And lastly, would you say that the Philippines overrated or underrated?
Underrated.
Yeah. So you think people should come here?
I think people. I've had a wonderful time.
Yeah.
I love the Philippines. I plan on staying here.
Any advice for someone that's never been here?
There's no toilet paper in the public
Yeah,
restrooms.
bring your own,
Be
right?
prepared.
I got you. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Hi, what's your name?
Sarah.
And what's your name?
Laban.
How do you guys know each other?
We know each other.
Church. We go to the same church
Oh.
back in Australia.
And how long have you been here in the Philippines?
2 weeks.
About 2 weeks, yeah.
Tell me your first impression. What do you think of this place?
Warm,
Yeah.
but yeah, very island. I feel I'm originally from Fiji, so very close to home. Very laid back,
Yeah.
island feel. Yeah.
And what about yourself? What do you think of the Philippines?
Was actually my 4th time here, so
Okay.
yeah. It's very different to home, very different to Australia. The heat, I mean, it's nice now because of I think the overcast is making
Yeah.
it cooler, but yeah, usually it's very, very hot, which is a struggle. But it's nice, the people here are nice.
Definitely.
Yeah, very friendly.
I agree. Any dislikes? Something that could be better or improved? No pressure. If nothing comes to mind, it is what it is.
Yeah. I was like, they can't change the weather. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
out of their control.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah.
agree. And what about yourself? Anything? Dislikes?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, like the poverty, the differences between like the rich and the poor is
Yeah.
quite big, and obviously very, very populated. There's a lot of poverty, but yeah, you can't really. Besides, you know, our pride and government, you can't really change much about that, I think. But yeah, and you can't change the weather. So.
Yeah, exactly. So nothing in their hands, right?
Yeah, it's the heat.
Okay. Do you guys have like a favorite place?
Probably Comodos, the island.
Okay,
so
yeah.
we went for our missions for about a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely like it there. Less traffic.
Yeah, I assume so. Yeah.
It's very hot, but less traffic. The people are lovely.
Can you tell me a bit about your mission? Sorry, I'm not really familiar with like Christianity or whatever you guys are doing. I assume. What happens on these missions, or what's your goal, or what do you do, or anything? I have no idea.
Yeah. So on this trip, our church has a school on Comodos, a primary school. So
Okay.
we went as that just to help out at the school, help the teachers out, and we ran lessons and did activities with the kids. And we sponsor kids that go to the school.
Wow.
Yeah, and we went and visited some of the churches over there. So there's a couple of our church in Australia has planted a church in the island, as well as here in Cebu. So we went over and did some meetings with the church that's planted over there. Yeah, and the villages there. Yeah,
That's fantastic. And my last question, so you guys can get out of here. Do you think the Philippines are overrated or underrated?
Definitely underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
You think so?
underrated.
I'd say
Yeah.
definitely underrated. Definitely underrated.
Well, thank
Definitely
you so
have to
much.
come visit.
You
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah,
come
yeah.
visit, right?
Philippines. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
No
Thank
worries.
you. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Romeo. I'm from France.
What brings you down here to the Philippines?
Well, I came here because I wanted to become a certified freedive instructor.
Okay.
So it's one of the best places actually in Asia, probably the best place for freediving. One of the best in the world. Very, very deep. So it's just so nice, so nice. Like the aquatic life is amazing here.
And how long have you been here?
So far, it's only been a bit more than a week.
Okay, and what are some of your favorite things about the Philippines?
Well, I think the people are very nice. The Filipinos people are so nice people. I also appreciate a lot the food here. I think there's like very nice specialties, and overall just the vibe. Always good weather. Even right now, it's not like the best season, but it's still sunny all the time. Warm at night as well. Just a nice place to be around.
Great. Any dislikes? Something that could be better or improved?
Maybe actually talking of that, maybe the roads, like something which could be better is the road. It could be safer, you know, you have to be very careful. There's like quite a lot of cats and dogs which can cross the road, which can make it a bit dangerous, especially at night. So that would be like, yeah, the main con about the area, maybe the roads.
Okay, and lastly, would you say the Philippines is underrated or overrated?
Well, probably a bit underrated, I think, because people usually go to Thailand more than they would go to the Philippines or like to the nearby countries in Southeast Asia. So I'll say it's slightly underrated.
Great, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Right.
Perfect. All right, just 1 second. Let me get a picture for the thumbnail because the light was pretty bad. So there we go. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, how are you not sweating, man? That's my question. It's like, I guess you're diving, so you're used to the heat and stuff.
Yeah, but just arrived as well.
Hi, what's your name?
Jalal.
And where are you from?
I'm from London
And what brings you down here to the Philippines?
to visit my wife's family.
Oh, your wife's a Filipina.
She is
So tell me, how long have you been together?
11 years.
Long time, okay. And how did you meet?
By chance,
By chance, okay. And what do you like the most about the Philippines?
the people
Yeah.
are 95% are very genuine people, very kind people. They are lovely people.
And any dislikes, something that could be better maybe?
The traffic,
Yeah,
I think it should be controlled a bit more
for sure.
because the pedestrian wants to cross, they cannot cross.
If you were to say, is the Philippines underrated or overrated? Do you think
On what subject, what level?
everything, the tourism, travel, you know, everybody goes to Thailand, they go to Bali. Do you think Philippines deserves more credit or?
Definitely, because you have to ask people, why do you go to holiday?
Yeah,
If you want sun, sea, food, scenery, Philippines got more choice. But if you go with different ideas, then you choose Thailand.
and lastly, any advice for someone that's never been here?
Just come and visit this lovely country because you'll be never surprised.
Yeah.
There is so many islands. Best thing you can do, island hopping.
Yeah,
And once you meet the people, you'll be in love with them.
got it. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Take care.
Hi, what's your name?
David,
Where are you from?
Ireland,
And how long have you been here in the Philippines?
about 3 weeks now.
And what do you think so far of the Philippines?
That's nice. It's warm, very hot.
I know, right? I have to carry one of these around. What do you like the most so far? What has interested you?
It's just easy going, you know. It's easy going lifestyle.
Yeah. Any dislikes? Something that could be better, maybe?
Oh, lots. Customer service leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, people are friendly, you know, and it makes up for it, you know.
You got it. And did you come here for a specific reason or just?
I'm married to a Filipina, so I've been coming here for maybe 9 years.
Oh, so you've been here for quite a bit of time. What has changed in the past 9 years? Anything?
Well, as with everywhere, costs, you know, and inflation, it's really obvious here.
Yeah.
You know, obviously it's modernizing, you know. You can see a lot of money about the place, but at the same time, the poor don't seem to be getting any of it.
Yeah, unfortunately that, you know, the wealth gap is huge here, I think,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Any advice for someone that's never been here, maybe?
Well, it depends on why they want to come here. You know, if you want to come here for like a normal type vacation, I would suggest there's better places. If you want to come here to just experience a different type of lifestyle, yeah, why not, you know? sometimes I think expectations are not realized when people come here. You know, people have an idea about what it is, and it doesn't turn out to be.
Yeah, do you watch like a lot of YouTubers on the Philippines? Or?
Yeah, there's a lot of misleading information, I think, about it. You know, people say you can live like a king on $1,000, and that's just not the case. You know,
I agree. I did like a cost of living video, and everybody said no way you can live even comfortably for under 1,000.
I wouldn't look if I had only $1,000 to live on. I'd live in my own country.
Yeah,
I wouldn't live here.
you got it.
There's a lot of social supports that you will have in your own country that you just won't have here.
Sure.
Medical and whatever, you know, maybe even assistance with housing you won't get here, you know. So
Yeah.
whatever the difference in, actually things aren't that much cheaper here. The big difference is that the expectations of living are lower here.
Yeah.
You know, like when people say it's cheaper to live here, it is cheaper because you're not expected to spend as much as you would be in your own countries. But if you bought the same things in both places, it most likely turn out the same.
Yeah, I understand. Lastly, would you say the Philippines is overrated or underrated?
Again, it depends on your expectation. You know, if you want a beach holiday and if you don't go to the city, like this is Cebu City, if you go outside the city and you spend a few days at the beaches, they really are stunning. You know,
Yeah.
it's really lovely. Then you come to the city and you have places like Ayala, which is really modern and new and nice. But as soon as you step outside, you're back to like almost third world country, you know. So you know, it has everything. You know, a lot of people I think would be shocked with the level of poverty outside of the main areas. But you know, if you're comfortable with that, well then okay, you know, you'll be okay.
Got it. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Paul
Paul, where are you from?
from Germany.
And what brings you to the Philippines? Why are you here?
That's a good question.
I put you on the spot.
I'm living in Southeast Asia for around 35 years.
Wow.
And then I went back to Germany and I realized I don't like it anymore. It became too expensive and other things. And then I was looking for a job again somewhere abroad. And I applied for a job in South America, in Uruguay, but the company told me, there's no vacancy there, but we have another branch in Cebu City, so if you go there, you have a job. So I came here.
You've been here for how long in the Philippines now?
Oh, I was in the 90s, 95, 96. I was for 2 years in Manila.
Okay.
And to Cebu, I came in 2004.
2004, almost 20 years, right?
Yes, yes.
What is the biggest change from then until now? What have you noticed a big difference?
All the big buildings.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard like IT Park was just like a flat field, like not so long ago.
IT Park was a very interesting place when I arrived in Cebu. It was, I think they called it village, if I'm not mistaken.
It was for the airport.
Okay, airport was there. Okay. Interesting.
At the very beginning. Yeah. And then there was the so-called village. There were small restaurants, Italian, French, all kind of restaurants, Latino bar with music in the evening. I like the place.
Yeah.
I like the place, but yeah, it's gone.
What about relationship? Are you single? Are you married?
I'm not married, but I have a living partner.
Okay. Is she a Filipino or a foreigner?
She's a Filipino.
Filipina, yes, right. we want to know. I'd love to know. What's it like living with a Filipina? Is there any differences between Western women?
Definitely there is. But Western women are also not all the same.
Yeah, of course.
And also the same with the Filipinos.
Yeah.
It's all the same. Yeah, what is the difference? I mean, you see, when you meet a Westerner here in the Philippines and he is together with a Filipino, people always think, he found that girl in a girly bar, in a go-go bar, and pretty often it is really like that. You can see the difference in age.
Yes.
There are people in my age with a 25-year-old Filipino.
Okay.
So this is of course different from Western countries.
Of course.
It's many of these relations offer mutual benefit. The young girl has something what the old man is looking for, and the old man, he got money.
Yeah, I guess.
What the girl needs to support the family. And in my case, it's a different one.
Okay.
He is not from the go-go bar. We met actually at work.
Oh, work. Okay. All right. So those are some differences. Would you say the Philippines is overrated or underrated?
Actually, what do you mean by over or underrated?
Yeah,
I don't get the question.
Sure.
Because I'm not English tongue, right?
Oh, you speak very well. So
Yeah, it's good enough to get along.
yeah. You know, sometimes people say you have to visit Bali. I went to Bali because everybody said, oh, it's a great place, it's a great place. I went there, I was disappointed. So that's overrated. Underrated is a place where people don't really talk about, but it's a really nice place. So do you think the Philippines is overrated or
I
underrated?
think you cannot just express it by over or underrated.
Yeah.
I would say it's the same like everywhere in the world. There are advantages, climate point,
Yeah.
what we mentioned already. It's a very corrupt country, right? No doubt about that. But at the end, I would say, and it's partly dirty, right? I mean, not all the Philippines look like that.
Yeah.
But at the end, you can have a good life here as long as you don't disturb the wrong people. They are not really, there are rules and regulations and laws, but nobody really follows, like the traffic.
Yeah.
You start the traffic, right? You can go however you want. It's a
If you could fit, you have the right of way.
freestyle traffic.
Yeah.
So many things are easier here, much easier. Less regulation, less restrictions and all that. This is an advantage, I would say. Other is, yeah, the people in general are friendly, but not always, it's not always what it looks like.
I see. Okay.
Filipinos, it's also hard to say. They are not always that friendly what they look like, or what is the first impression. You must not come across with the wrong people. They will be very unfriendly.
Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm sure a lot of people appreciate the information. Thank you.
You're welcome. It was interesting to talk to you.
It was interesting to talk to you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the answers. Anything you want to share. If you take time to write it, I take time to respond. Now, do I think the Philippines is overrated or underrated? To be honest, I think a little bit of both. If you're watching the same kind of content over and over again, that's maybe all about the good side of the Philippines, or only certain types of vloggers, like maybe retired people or relationships and couples, and of course they're happy, so they're making videos. If you're coming here and you have that expectation, and if things don't go well, maybe you might be thinking the Philippines is overrated. But I think on a global scale, the Philippines is definitely underrated. So with all the beaches, the snorkeling, the diving, you know, all the different natural beauties here, the different species, the birds, the fish, all that stuff, I don't think the Philippines gets enough credit. And I've talked about the kindness of the people and the friendliness. I still think that's a little bit underrated. Like, we all show you guys on these videos, but it's a lot better than, at least in my experience, than we show you. So yeah, that's it. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.